Hey guys, it's me, Carib. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Today's video is actually sponsored by the company Go Nutrients. And I'm really excited to be talking to you about this particular supplement, Selenium, and what Selenium has done for me as someone who struggled with an overactive thyroid and just thyroid hormone imbalances and anxiety and tiredness. I reached out to Go Nutrients back in October of 2018. I've been taking this supplement from since then, and we're now in February of 2019. So, I like to give anything that I try, I like to give it a good window. Okay, and now is a great time to go ahead and do that review. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I struggle with anxiety. You already know that last summer was a really rough path for me, and I just had so many things going on. Okay, for one, I was just super tired to begin with. It was like the first thing that I noticed. I'm like, man, I'm really tired. Why am I so drained? I'm just tired and listless to me, which was kind of unreasonable, that sort of tiredness. I noticed that my skin was really dry. When I went to my hairdresser, she commented, she was like, man, your scalp is so dry. You need to get some oil on your scalp. You need to start taking some supplements. But I have been taking supplements. I've been taking fish oil and I use natural products and I drink a lot of water, but still I was having these symptoms to deal with. I also noticed that my nails were brittle, and there was just a plethora of things that I was just dealing with. Now, having an overactive thyroid does not necessarily mean you have Graves' disease. That I was tested for. Graves is an autoimmune disease, so I do not have Graves' disease, but I definitely had an overactive thyroid. And guys, honestly, this was something that I have been dealing with for a while. Probably this goes back to 2005 when I first got tested, and that was back in Grenada when that was made mention. Okay, and that was when I realized, okay, that's a thing, overactive thyroid. So that is a little bit of history there. I decided to reach out to a natural doctor back in Grenada, and he suggested that I look into some supplements, and he highly recommended Selenium. And Selenium has just countless benefits, not just, with helping regulate your thyroid, but Selenium helps to relax your blood vessels. People who are hypertensive, that helps with that, with the correct dosage. It's not a substitute for medication, but it's definitely something you can add to your regimen to help address certain issues. And there are countless studies that show Selenium helps to prevent certain cancers, like cancers of the lung and the skin. And, it's just a really good supplement to help with overall cardiovascular health. So after doing countless research, I wanted to find a company that was credible, that was natural, and a company that really had great reviews. And so I found Go Nutrients online on Amazon, and I reached out to them and I asked them if they would mind sponsoring me a product, a sample, which is this one, and in return I can do an exchange. Now, I don't want you guys to believe or think that I'm doing this for the fact that I got the sample, but it's really honest feedback. I was even surprised as to my own results. Now, I started taking this back in October of 2018, and we're now in February of 2019. And I can tell you, I feel so much better. I'm not as tired as I was. I mean, that was really scary at that point in time, right? But I'm not as tired. I'm not as fatigued. I feel a little bit more relaxed. And the lab results show. When I got my thyroid tested in January of 2018, the numbers were off the chart. Okay, it was almost shocking. Then I went back and I got retested in March. Now, I did not take this as yet. Okay, remember, this came in all the way in October. but my levels were not as high as they were in January. So what the doctor explained is that my thyroid is a little bit off balance. You know, sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low, and that could be due to my stress level. And that could also be the reason why I've been struggling a little bit with anxiety and anxiety symptoms. Your thyroid controls a lot, okay? I even had a scan just to make sure that my thyroid there was no nodules or any growth or anything abnormal. So your thyroid is like a butterfly shaped tissue that is right here, and that is what needed to be addressed. So I said, you know what? I don't have anything to lose. Let me go ahead and reach out to Go Nutrients. The girl I was, communicating with was very professional, very outgoing, very friendly, and she reached out and said, hey, we would love to do this. And they even went ahead and offer a discount code that's going to be included there with all of the information. It's a one-time use code, but hey, it's a code for you to go ahead and try. It doesn't matter where you are, we're not getting enough of these minerals, and this is a trace nutrient. Selenium is very vital. As I mentioned, all of the benefits with cardiovascular health and thyroid health. It's very beneficial. It's a strong antioxidant, so that helps to clean up the free radicals in your body that would otherwise speed up the aging process and also cause development of certain cancers. And this particular bottle, okay, I just literally crossed the halfway mark. All that was required was 6 drops a day, okay, and in 6 drops, I would get a 200 mcgs, and that's all you needed for the day. I just took this with water. There was no aftertaste. It's very easy on the stomach, and that made it very easy to consume. And there are 100 servings per bottle, okay, and to me, that is a lot of bang for the buck. It's really worth it. I also like the fact that, they are using recyclable material for their product. And selenium, the form of selenium in here is L-selenomethionine. And that can be found in natural foods like Brazil nuts. As a matter of fact, if you're kind of skittish with supplements, which you shouldn't be, supplements are there to help add to your daily intake of nutrients, right? But if you are more into the natural sources, Brazil nuts, 2 Brazil nuts will give you all the selenium you need per day, or even oysters, right? But I know not everyone has access to Brazil nuts or oysters or whatever. And this is why I opted for this, because it's easier for me to use a product like this, but it's entirely up to you. So with all of that said, I must say that the numbers in January through March kept fluctuating. And when I got retested in January of 2019, 1 year later, my thyroid numbers, my T4 specifically and TSH, were back in normal range. I am so happy about this because, as I said, your thyroid controls so much. And that could also be the reason behind some of the other issues that I've been experiencing, like my anxiety and things like that. So thank you so much for listening to this video. Definitely check out the description box below, where I'll include the discount code and other information regarding this amazing product. Thank you, Go Nutrients, for sponsoring this video. Guys, there's absolutely nothing to lose with trying a super antioxidant mineral. A lot of us are not getting enough selenium because our soils are depleted, and unless you're shopping small from farmers, local farmers, you're probably not getting what you need for your daily intake. What was interesting though, I noticed a lot of supplements for women do not carry as much selenium, so that is something to look into as well. But Go Nutrients, they're a very credible source. You can see the reviews on Amazon, and give this a try if you have been experiencing any of those symptoms that I have suggested in this video. Until next time, peace guys, and thank you so much for tuning in.